Hey, today I want to talk to you about how to parent when your parenting styles differ, something that affects everyone, and it can be a major stress too. So today we'll give you some ideas on what you can do to overcome that. Hey, I'm Mitch at Keeping the Vows, where we're all about helping people to discover and then maintain a Christ-like marriage. Kim and I had three kids. They're all in their 30s now. We have three grandkids, and we've also done foster parenting. I've also done pastoral counseling for family for over 30 years. So I have a little bit of experience in this. Kim and I came to realize that before we got married, we never really talked about our parenting styles. It's something you never thought of. You thought, well, we'll get married right now. You know, you're so in love, or I call it in lust with each other before you get married, that you don't think about, raising the kids. That's just going to be on autopilot. That's just going to go fine. Well, along with everything else that we bring into a marriage, we bring expectations. Kim and I grew up on farms in northern Indiana about 6 miles apart. And so you would think that, being from that close range, I guess we thought, well, we'll just, in our area, this is how we do things. Well, we couldn't have been more wrong. Sometimes we thought we were from different planets when it came to disciplining. Now, Kim is more easygoing and more kind and more forgiving and of multiple infractions, you might say, than I would be. And so maybe she's, in my opinion, I thought she was a little bit too kind. When I got home at the end of the day, I didn't feel like she said, well, you just wait till your dad gets home. He's going to lay down the law to you. I don't think she did that. But I also think that she's so nice that the kids somewhat run over her. And I didn't appreciate her letting them do that. And I even see it in our grandkids now. Well, Kim and I realized we needed to get on the same page with this. And that's why you're listening to this now, because you need to get on the same page. And so we found what helped us most was concentrating on this issue together. And we agreed that the two biggest issues were fairness and consistency with kids. You got to be fair with them, but you also have to be consistent. And not just with the kids, but Kim and I need to be consistent in what we're doing too. I can't be the bad guy and she can't be, the good person. And it doesn't work because the kids will get in between us then if they can. It's also not uncommon for one spouse to have a higher threshold for just plain noise. I'm getting older and I don't like just noise for the sake of noise. And that just comes along with age. But it bothers me a lot more than Kim. If they're just chanting something over and over and over and over, for a long time, doesn't work. I had a good friend, and I told him I felt bad because I was like that sometimes. He said, when the grandkid comes over after an hour, I have to go out to the wood shop because I can't handle the noise. So it's just an age thing. So one of the biggest obstacles for Kim and I was what we thought was unacceptable behavior. Because for Kim, the threshold is way up here, and for me, that's down here. So the kids were getting a mixed message. And so we had to somehow come together on that. It's only fair for the kids. If not, they'll gravitate to the one that gives, that has the high threshold for letting them get away with unacceptable, what I would call unacceptable behavior, okay? So fairness to Kim and I were two different things. And so what she thought was unacceptable behavior and what I thought was unacceptable behavior were totally different. Also, the way we discipline children were two different ways. Kim would be more apt to talk to them, and I was more apt to take action. And as I look back, I didn't really like myself when I took action. They would say, don't spank your child when you're angry. Well, I never found another time that I wanted to spank them. I didn't walk up and go, hey, Ben, you're doing a great job today. Here, let me spank you. It doesn't work like that for me. So we found something that worked for both of us then. We were foster parenting, and you can't spank a foster child. And we watched a video on something called 1-2-3 Magic. They have DVDs. They have books. I'll put a link to those at the bottom here. If you buy them, it will not cost you any more, but we'll get a small commission. So we'd appreciate your helping out our ministry. So for us, 1-2-3 Magic was something that worked. Now, we've got a blog about it. We did an article, and we also did a YouTube video. In case you don't know it, every week we try to do 3 different blogs, and we do matching YouTube videos. So you can go to keepingthevows.com for all the blogs. We'd really like to have you do that. If you want to go there and sign in, then you're into all the blogs. When we post one, you'll get it. You won't miss any. You can also go to Keeping the Vows. It's our YouTube channel, all one word, Keeping the Vows. And you can see all the same things you see on the blog, you can see in video if you like that. So we did a blog and a video about 1-2-3 Magic. So what I'm going to do now is a little different. I'm going to refer you over to that because there's no reason to do it all again. And so have you do that. Some things that we noticed is that we were in agreement that this worked for us. This might not work for you. I think it would work for most people. But if it doesn't work for the two of you, then you need to find something that works for the two of you, okay? But we found that even the kids liked it better when we started doing something consistent. We were on the same page. It made our home quieter. It made it more peaceful. It made it more loving. It made it more fair. And we just enjoyed the new version of us. We did not like the people that we were beforehand. And now we enjoy the people that we are. Just yesterday, we were keeping the grandkids for a week here. And just yesterday, I heard Kim say, that's one, that's two, that's three. You'll watch the video, you'll know what it is. But she was calm, she was peaceful. And we got to number three, and the three happened. And, everything was peaceful, everything was right. And even the grandkids know that it's right. So, works for us. Check it out. We're going to put the link down below. And God bless you. Have a great day. Hey, you could do something for us. We'd really appreciate it if you do comments. We're needing to get comments where we hear back from you more. So feel free to write a comment and let us know what you're thinking. All right? God bless.